That's a show.
Show.
It's a show. We're back.
That's a show.
We're back for a bonanza this afternoon.
Wow. Triple threat, maybe.
As we're nervously preparing for this interview that we're going to have with a guy who's got a huge following on Instagram. And he's got an infatuation with UFOs and UAPs, like the person sitting to my right, Steve the Eating Machine.
Yeah.
You're nervous?
I'm not nervous. It's just I have so much to say, and
you're afraid you're going to trip over your words.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just fascinated, and that's the one word I was thinking last night when I couldn't fall asleep because I was thinking of all these questions. I go, don't say fascinated or interesting too many times. Like, use it for one thing. Like, your app is fascinating. You know what I mean? But don't say it over and over. So if you catch
intriguing,
intriguing,
mesmerizing.
Like
this subject is making me horny. I'm hard.
I always say amazing.
It's moving right now as we're talking about this.
Like when someone's talking to me too, I notice that I say amazing a lot, but I'm not really amazed. Just saying it.
Yeah, if somebody uses the word amazing a lot, it means they're either A, not 100% listening to you, or B, they're full of shit. Because who is amazed by what other people have to say, right? It's like when people talk about their kids all the time.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
No, we don't care. We don't care. Like,
I mean, and we have kids and we don't care.
Yeah, you take pig. Oh, look what he did today. Ooh, yay.
I remember that. Yeah, that's me.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. And another thing, what else do I say? I said, cat. If you catch me, anyways, but dismissively, like, anyways.
Yeah. Anyway. It's a good thing we're not on video if you're not waving your hands.
Yeah,
saying, anyway.
I know. I talk with my hands too. And
so you've seen a few more mattresses since that last episode I heard.
Oh, a ton. It's just unbelievable. I mean, if you even drive on the main street there, on Kingston Road there, you'll see like a ton. And it's like, what's going on? I'm seeing more and more mattresses than ever. Not as many shopping carts, but mattresses.
Maybe they
dirty ones.
Maybe they don't know how to go on like the city's website to find out when the next major garbage haul is. No. You know, when you can put unlimited garbage out there. They should do that first before they put it out on the front.
But no, you know what? Like, so down the street, which is not
maybe a family, a family member on the other side of Scarborough is coming.
No, I think there's something else going on.
Pick it up.
That down the street, it's a bigger house, a nicer house. They had a mattress out. It wasn't stained, just a mattress, but they picked it up. Those mattresses.
Who picked it up?
Whoever the garbage.
How do you know it was garbage?
Who you think?
Maybe a family member from like the other side living in need of a mattress. Yeah. Maybe they put it out there for pickup.
No, you mean someone picked up a used mattress to use the mattress?
Sure.
Who does that? That is
those people.
A mattress. Here's the things. That's a no-no. Is even couches. Like,
are you anywaying me right now?
Did I say anyway?
No, but.
No,
but doing it without.
Would you pick up a mattress?
Of course not.
It's like getting someone's dirty underwear, wearing it.
I'm sure that really didn't happen, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're spreading like bed bugs throughout the community with.
Is that another?
Maybe there's anthrax inside the mattress.
Yeah, it could be something like
a chemical terrorist attack.
Could be weapons in there, like guns.
Weapons. No, you would. It would be.
Yeah.
You would notice if you picked it up. But you wouldn't notice powder.
That's true.
You would notice Mr. Fuji's salt.
Exactly.
So
that's a good theory.
I don't know. I think people are just gross. Naturally, I find everything is dirtier everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like even the nice little park by my place when I take the dog for a walk, especially now that all the snow's gone, you really see what kind of dirtbags people are, right?
Yep.
And there's garbage cans right there too. I just think people are fucking sick. I just think they're gross. And
is it those people?
I just think
everyone
people in general. Yeah. In general, like I'm gonna put the blame on mostly young people, right? You see,
yeah, I see
because you see empty bottles of, maybe a Mickey of vodka or cans of, whatever coolers or McDonald's bag or Popeye's bag.
No, it's horrible. Yeah, it's true. It is. I've seen it, and I've yelled at younger. I feel like that old man, like pick up that trash and throw it. Respect your country, respect Canada. Like it used to be cleaner. I remember Canada.
100%.
But have you? My brother-in-law sent me a video behind the beer store on Eglinton. I'm like, this can't be Canada. It's like so much garbage and filth behind the beer store, like in this alleyway.
Right.
And supposedly, like, there's kids too in a daycare. Like there's this outdoor cage. This was in the summer. There's an outdoor cage, and there's kids there, where there's this crack lady there taking care of them, beside all that trash. I couldn't believe that was Canada. I'm like, there's no fucking way that's Canada. And no one's doing anything about it. Cops drive by that alleyway and they don't do anything. Like, you think the city would clean it up?
Who's going to clean it up in the city? Who?
The city. I don't know who it is now.
Olivia Chow? What, like?
Well, if someone should like grab her by the hair and bring her behind that alley and show her.
Nothing like that. So we've lost complete respect, but that's just the way it is. I mean, even
Trudeau's fault.
Even true. But even roasts now. We can segue into the roast of Kevin Hart. I didn't see it.
Haven't watched it yet.
I didn't see it in its totality, but I saw a lot of clips. But what's amazing to me is how I'm a full believer in the importance of comedians and the jokes that they have. Nothing should be off limits. But even me, I was like, whew. Some of it was a little cringy. Like, obviously, the Charlie Kirk and George Floyd ones were
brutal.
They were edgy. They were edgy for sure. But what drives me nuts, what I can't fucking stand, is all this energy and this backlash towards the George Floyd joke by Tony Hinchcliffe. But that same energy isn't happening on the Charlie Kirk side.
Was that Shane Gillis who said that?
Tony Hinchcliffe had the
both?
George Floyd joke.
George Floyd.
And it was Pete Davidson, who had the Charlie Kirk one. Wow. Basically saying that Kevin Hart and Charlie Kirk both let people blow their necks out or something like that.
Wow.
And the George Floyd one was pretty damn good, as well. Go and listen to it. I don't want to paraphrase or make it sound, but again, it's the same shit. Like, don't be upset on one side. A joke is a joke. Exactly. A roast is a roast. I didn't get all up in arms when I heard the Charlie Kirk. I thought it was completely, kind of very bad taste.
Yeah.
Seeing that the guy was murdered and executed while not committing a crime, by the way.
No.
He was standing and talking in front of college students, doing what he does. Mm-hmm. And so there's a massive difference there, but still, it doesn't matter. A joke is a joke. It's a roast. That's what happens at roasts. Yeah. You're going to get some very inappropriate stuff.
Well, Chelsea Handler, right?
Chelsea Handler.
Wow.
Cringe-worthy jokes. They took a few shots at her.
Well, Shane Gillis said, she was at the Epstein. Yeah. She was a guest at Epstein Island where there's only 7 guests that day.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing at Epstein Island? And I and Kevin Hart too with Cat Williams. Wow.
That was probably the highlight of it.
Yeah, that was a highlight. Yeah,
because these two have known beef.
Yeah,
and Cat Williams was on Shannon Sharp's podcast a couple of years ago, and he I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
he laid it all out on Hollywood in general.
Yeah,
and so I'm surprised he's still alive.
Yeah, I mean,
with the way he.
But even Shane Gillis, right? Like he was like, look at all the pedophiles. Like a lot of pedophiles here, which is. You see how many amount of those people that were...
What he said, Pete Davidson showed up to the Kids Award, hopped up on ketamine, but at least it wasn't on Viagra like he's done in the past or something like that. Oh, really? It's just so good. But
it's great.
It's jokes, it's roast. And
roasts have always been like that. Look at the old roast, right, with the Dean Martin roast.
Well, those ones were...
Like, come on, that was racial, and both sides were laughing at each other. It's just good humor, right?
But obviously they didn't... It's hit a new level now.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And again, I'm not going to be up in arms about it because I would be a hypocrite. I'm a full believer that Nothing should be off limit for comedians or comedy.
Nope.
No matter how cringeworthy it is what it is. It's a roast, but some people don't agree. Some people want to be upset about, about what somebody said about a career criminal hopped up on fentanyl, as opposed to, an innocent guy just speaking to college students and getting his neck blown out by a shooter. So it's kind of stupid.
It is.
That part made me laugh. That, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Selective rage, I like to call it. It happens all the time, and it's nothing different. But yeah, other than that, that's some funny shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch it in its entirety. I couldn't get past some of the watches these guys were
Well,
wearing.
I saw that on Instagram. Like
Tom Brady's
The Rock.
watch was making my eyes just.
It was. They had the price. The prices on Instagram.
That one's $1.5 million.
$1.5 million.
The
Imagine
Rock's,
wearing.
The Rock's was about $1 million,
Yeah.
and some of the other ones were
Still 70 grand.
50,000.
Yeah. But still, like I'm a Seiko guy. Not because I can't. Even if I had, I would love to have. I love watches. That's the only jewelry.
Yes.
I would wear. I don't
Me
wear
too.
necklaces or anything else. But I'm a Seiko guy because if I lose a Seiko, I'm not gonna be sad. I will be a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Because I wear older ones, right, from the '80s. Like I like that style and that look, like vintage. So
A Casio.
yeah.
Uncle Buck tried to sell the Casio.
I wanted I was looking for the calculator Casios. I wanted one, right, just to wear now. But
What's that? They've got them all over the place now. I've actually have a few of them. I can't remember the
G-Shock?
brand name. No, it's they have a lot. They have stores in the outlets. They're cheaper watches, but they're nice. Oh my god.
not Tudors.
No, then I've got 2 watches at home.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, I can't remember what the name of the place is. I'm getting old. Dementia.
Like Nick, he left one here. He lost one, and they were pretty expensive. Not like $1 million or 50,000, but quite expensive. And we went to Wonderland last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. We had this. We were waiting in line for one of the rides, and there was
Fossil.
Fossil. Yeah, but Fossil.
I'm
I used to
a big
wear
Fossil.
I used to wear Fossils. Like I still have my Fossils. Actually.
Yes, I have like 2 or 3 Fossils at home. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
I needed to remember.
No, Fossils. Yeah, no, they're great watches too. But I'm saying I'm not gonna, even if I had the money, I would buy a nice watch. Maybe I don't know, but I'm not into.
If I had
everyone
that,
has Rolexes.
If I had that kind of money, I would be. First of all, I would have a couple of Breitlings for sure, 100%.
For when you for dressier occasions.
But I would, if I had the money. Like we're talking fuck you money.
Yeah.
I would definitely have quite a few watches. That's the one hobby I wish I could afford to have, but I'm not stupid enough to.
No, but I do. The Seiko
spend.
ones are not that bad. $300, $500.
No.
Like
My
even
Fossils
I have a
are
marathon. The marathons are great too.
Marathons are nice. I bought one off of Amazon, which looks nice.
I bought it off
and
eBay
classical.
too. Yeah, I got a good deal on eBay.
Yeah.
It was a bidding war, and I'm now a bidding war, so I bid for it, and nobody else bid.
Yeah.
So I got it for a good price. So.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like when Elaine won the JFK golf.
Oh yeah, right.
20,000.
I can't. Yeah, I wish I could afford it, but
there's
anyways.
nothing wrong with that. I mean, watches are still, but yeah, like I wish if there's one thing I wish I would do. I'm not a car guy.
Mm-hmm.
I would like take awesome vacations and have
Nice watch.
a few nice watches.
And we have a nice tan, a white shirt on the beach.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just this big.
I like the silver,
thick.
but not too big. But like
No, just this. Yeah, just things
like
going to take your eyes out,
Yeah.
like without even touching
yeah.
it.
And then they chopped your arm
Just
off.
the glare. Yeah.
It's like my wife's friend she would take the TTC to work, and she got engaged, and her boyfriend or her fiance gave her I think it was 4 carats. It's a massive ring, and she's wearing it now on the TTC.
Right.
I'm like, why are you wearing that? And then she was sitting there one day, and this guy sits right across from her, and just staring at her ring. At least flip the ring inside, put it under, flip it over if you're gonna wear it. And he looks at her and he says, "Rich bitch, you fucking rich bitch." I'm like, why are you're on the TTC, and some places they'll chop your arm off. You know what I mean? To take that ring.
Speaking of TTC, yesterday I'm on my way to work and I pull up, just about to turn into the street that I turn into the park there on Sunnyside, off the Queensway, and a streetcar is stopped. There's a paramedic sitting beside it, and I'm looking into the streetcar, and there's about 5 or 6 homeless people just crashed, passed out, spread out. It's a disaster.
It is a disaster.
I was like, holy shit. And I don't know why the paramedic was there. I guess maybe someone OD'd and shit like that. But it was amazing. And there was a streetcar behind that, passengers needed to get out and take a bus, an emergency bus that was on the street. Because I don't know if you've been down there on the Queensway.
I haven't been there in so long.
They have their separate track now for the streetcars right in the middle of the street. Just so they can keep it off the road. And there was about 5 or 6 of them.
Is it worse?
Out naturally, just casually crashed. No, nothing. Nobody's saying shit.
Is it worse now, you think, than ever before?
Oh, 100%.
Like when I first moved.
I mean, we've been traveling downtown for quite a few years now. Right?
So you see the ups and downs. Me. Well, when I first, it was 90. We'll say 98, or not even. Yeah, there was a tent city where I worked across the street there on Church and Queen. Huge tent city, and there's under the underpasses. And then they cleaned it up, and then after I guess COVID, that's when everything happened. There's a huge outbreak of homelessness and
I don't even want to call it homelessness. Honestly,
just mental illness.
No, I want to call it druggies. Like it's drug addicts.
Okay, drug addicts. But still, I mean,
that's what they want. They don't. I like how people are like, we're supposed to be empathetic to the fact this situation didn't happen to them. They made it happen by becoming addicted to drugs. Yeah. That's their choice. Sometimes I watch people give them food when I'm leaving work or walking to work, and that they turn it down. They want cash.
Yeah.
Very rarely do they want food. After work when I'm leaving the Scotiabank Arena, and whatever handouts they'll give you, sometimes they'll give you like the Oreos or the Crispers, and they're just tossed out in front of a bunch of druggies sitting out there at Union Station. They don't get touched. They don't know what time zone they're in. That's not what they want.
No, I know. They want the drug. I mean, I remember my sister years ago giving change to a homeless person, and the guy threw the change
I stopped that.
He threw the change at her and said, "You fucking bitch."
I stopped that years ago. I don't do it anymore. I have no sympathy. Maybe I have less sympathy for this stuff anymore because I'm seeing through it. I see it for what it is. Yeah. I mean, they should be locked up and forced into becoming sober.
Yeah. Who's going to pay for that?
Well, that's the thing. Look at the shit we do pay for.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it's too much to ask to clean up our
even
streets
housing
and keep people out
for the homeless too.
Keep people off the streets. And if they want to get high, go nuts. Get high inside a facility. I got no problems if some of my tax money went towards that.
Yeah, but those facilities that opened down, like remember the club district, that one that opened up there, like come on, just ruined that whole area. Because every time I would pass by there, they'd be outside there.
Build it in the city.
But that's what I'm saying. Build it on a mountain or something, or on an island. No, because didn't they do that when it was in the Olympics when they shipped them all off the?
Just wait.
For the World Cup.
We're just about a month away.
Yeah,
from
the World Cup. They're going to ship everyone.
FIFA, as some of these fucking losers call it. Stop calling it FIFA. It's the World Cup.
Yeah, it's like it is the World Cup.
But just check out the World Cup in about a month from now. Okay.
Yeah.
Check out Union Station.
Yeah, it's gonna be all clean
downtown.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cleaned up. It was like San Francisco a few years ago. Yeah. They cleaned up the city. The governor there, Gavin Newsom, cleaned up the city when Xi Jinping was visiting.
Yeah.
The supreme leader of China. Miraculously they got the whole city cleaned up. And how does that work? It just goes to show you that it's possible.
It is possible. Only when it benefits them, and that's it. Because when I used to go to work and pass by that facility, and I had a guy, the huge crowd, he just eyed me.
It's always you.
Yeah, and he just targeted me. He picked up, this is how high this guy was. I don't know what he was on. And I don't know if we talked about this before, but he picked up one of those scooters, whatever, and he picked it up. Did I talk about this before?
I don't recall this one.
And then he picked up the scooter with one hand. And that thing weighs a ton. And he just crossed the street towards me with it. And he tosses it. Then he's like, "Hey, you." He goes, "You fucked my sister." I go, "What?" Me? What? I'm looking around like, me? He goes, yeah. He goes, you fuck my sister, and I'm gonna kick your ass. And then he took his shirt off, and this guy was huge.
Oh boy.
And as high as fuck. And then just, I don't know what happened. Just, he snapped out of it. He just went and targeted somebody else. And then I just like, oh.
So he
day.
was huge.
Yeah.
He was out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
He would have been difficult to subdue.
Oh, for sure.
Think about what those police officers went through.
Oh, my God.
In Minneapolis that day
Yeah.
with George Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah, if someone's, exactly, there you go. Exactly. Because this guy would have, like, he would have destroyed me. And who knows, in cops game, maybe he would have taken how many tasers and cops to put this guy down. They need a tranquilizer, like an elephant tranquilizer. Maybe that would have even done anything. That would have maybe made him stronger.
Well, it's
like
amazing what adrenaline can do.
Yeah.
They just recently released this video somewhere in the States where it was a couple of buddies arguing with each other at a gas station, and the one guy pulled a gun out at a buddy. Like, these guys were buddies, they're arguing, but he pulled the gun out there at a convenience store inside the gas station, and there happened to be an off-duty police officer there.
Is that when they took the guy who stole the last piece of fried chicken?
I forget what the argument was about.
Something?
I don't think it was... again, context is important, right? Like, they're showing us the video. They're showing us the video from a certain point. We didn't see more of it. That's how it always works on social media. That's why you never believe everything you see right off the bat. No. You know, the 9 minutes of that George Floyd video compared to the actual 30-minute footage on body cam to see what exactly happened that day, you know, tells a different story. But anyway, long story short, police officer off duty was standing there at the counter, pulls his gun out, starts shooting at the guy with the gun. This guy took a lot of bullets. Like, you could see he was getting hits, but he kept on moving. He kept on running out of the convenience store, of the gas station. So it just, like, the adrenaline, I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. Like, he's still going. He's still running. And the cop is pumping a few more into him.
Wow, he's still
So
going.
This is why, again, when the media sits there and say, did you have to shoot him so many times? Do you know what that job entails, you stupid fucking losers?
It's kill or be killed.
It's kill. It's not just kill or be killed, but sometimes that's what it takes to subdue a person under extreme adrenaline of a human being, and couple the fact that they might be on some shit too.
Yeah, for sure.
This is what you get.
Yeah.
Why didn't you shoot him in the leg? Because they can still shoot you back, dummy. Yeah. They get trained for center mass. That's where they start shooting.
Of course. How, you know how hard it is to hit a leg? Have you shot a gun? It's not easy. It's not like the movies where they hit, they go sideways and
they don't just drop.
No.
So yeah, that was funny.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it wasn't funny, but
it tells you, like,
you forfeit your right to live when you start pulling a gun out in public and
just follow the rules.
Threatening. Man. Just follow the rules.
Simple.
Listen to the instructions.
10 Commandments, the law. That's it.
And if there's something you feel that is wrong in a whole exchange, you can get to it, call a lawyer, and figure it out later. But at least you'll be alive to try and do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. You got nothing else?
No. So that's
a show.
Goodbye, everybody.